Get your day started the right way with Good Day Tampa Bay.
Ahead this hour, a week after Hurricane Helene's devastated parts of Florida, more help is on the way. The event that's kicking off today to assist navigating those insurance claims.
Plus, helping people and pets, the Humane Society of Pinellas joins Good Day to talk about their outreach efforts.
And an update from the Clearwater Marine Aquarium on the damage it suffered during Helene. There's still a lot of work to be done, but they are getting some help. And good morning, it's 8 o'clock. I'm Laura Moody.
And I'm Russell Rhodes. Thanks for being here. Val's in for Dave today. Hi.
Happy Friday to you both, and certainly is nice to see that sun out there today. We've got a lot of blue sky right now as we look out over St. Pete Beach. Of course, that beach not looking necessarily like we're used to seeing it, but we'll get there, hopefully, surely, but slowly. We're looking out over Bayshore right now, dealing with some calm waters there. 10-mile-per-hour winds, temperature 79. Across most of the area, we're still in the mid and upper 70s. Get closer to the coast, and we've got a couple of low 80s. The rest of us will catch up as expecting these sunny skies to hang with us for the first half of the day. Storms are really going to focus later on into the evening hours, so we'll reach a high of 90 before we get there. I'll time out those storms for you coming up in my full forecast in the next few minutes. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Val. It's a busy Friday morning rush hour drive. Tracking a lot of slow traffic this morning, starting off with the Veterans Expressway southbound on the Vets. It is jammed from Linebaugh Avenue all the way down to State Road 60 as drivers make their way toward Kennedy Boulevard or I-275 or the Courtney Campbell Causeway. Very slow this morning. Give yourself about 20 minutes to make that ride from Van Dyke Road down to State Road 60. Also slow going on 275 southbound. This is in the area of Sly Avenue. There was an earlier crash near Bird Street. That crash has since been clear off to the side of the roadway, and it's been slow all morning long. Remains this way along westbound I-4 approaching the downtown interchange. These delays begin right around Dr. MLK, which you can't see in this shot, but you can see the Selman connector. Those drivers are having trouble getting onto westbound I-4, and westbound I-4 itself is pretty jammed from Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard on. Live look outside at a frozen I-4 at the Paul Buckman Highway. It is slow going, not this slow, but it's slow through McIntosh Road and as drivers make their way through Plant City. And one crash report in Pinellas County. It's a big one. It's causing a big backup along US 19 northbound in the area of Alderman Road. Part of the intersection is currently blocked off. Russell, Laura?
Thank you, Jen. Well, filing an insurance claim can be daunting after any storm, but today the state is trying to help.
A 3-day event kicks off in about an hour in Clearwater, and that's where we find Fox 13's Kelly Cowan. Kelly, walk us through what's going to happen today.
Good morning to you. Yeah, anyone who has an insurance claim that they need to file, or maybe they're in the process of filing because of damage from Hurricane Helene, can come here and get answers face to face today. They can also get help filing their claim, and they may even be able to walk out of here with a check in hand, an advance payment on their loss that they may receive because of their claim. Policyholders are welcome whether or not they've already started the claims process. So maybe you're in the middle of it, but you have questions or you want that advance on your payment. You should certainly come down here and talk to somebody face to face. But they do caution that they are expecting this to be a very busy event all weekend long. So they only want current policyholders to come who have questions about that. This is not the time to be asking about other types of payments or other types of programs that may be out there like FEMA relief.
Right. Okay. All right. Kelly Cowan, live for us this morning. Kelly, thank you. And another challenge following a storm like this is making sure that you have the proper permits if they're needed to make repairs. And with that in mind, several cities are waiving permit fees, and they've set up pop-up centers to try to help navigate the process. In the city of Tampa, residents can get help at 3 comfort stations located at DeSoto Park, McGoy Park, and Gandy Civic Association. You can also check online to determine what projects would need a permit at tampa.gov/permitnav. And as for the city of St. Petersburg, they're waiving application and inspection fees for permits that are related to storm repairs for the next 6 months. St. Pete also set up remote repair sites at Azalea Recreation Center, Enoch Davis Center, and the Roberts Recreation Center. These sites are open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Thousands called 911 for help when Hurricane Helene hit, and those calls came through faster in Hillsborough County after a recent upgrade. Hillsborough County updated its 911 technology over the summer from tech used in the 1980s. County officials said all it took was one thing to go wrong and to take out the call system. But this upgrade has backups built in to keep the calls routed. And the system got its first real test in a natural disaster during Helene. The 911 manager says the calls came in faster than before, shaving shaving seconds off to get rescuers out faster.
We designed the system with redundancy and everything in there and survivability built in, so we're very happy it all worked out as it did.
Ryan, you got that baby?
During the storm from 10 p.m. Thursday until 6 o'clock Friday morning, Hillsborough 911 dispatchers answered over 2,400 emergency calls and over 2,200 non-emergency calls. The 911 manager says this upgrade was what cut down wait times, especially during natural disasters when cell service may be disrupted.
Incredible. Oh, the Clearwater Marine Aquarium is giving an update on the recovery efforts after the storm. Floodwaters rose to about 4 feet inside the facility during Helene. Staffers say their kid zone and otter areas had the most damage, and they have been working around the clock to clean up while still caring for all the animals there. Some good news. The aquarium says they received an outpouring of support to help replace equipment and medical supplies. If you'd like to help, you can find more information on their social media pages.
Heartwarming sight. Heartwarming on Clearwater Beach. The Wyndham Grand Hotel turned on its lights to make a giant heart. The hotel posted that it feels fortunate that it's able to be open and is offering discounts to people in Pinellas County who have been displaced by Helene and need a place to stay.
It's just beautiful,
It sure is. It sure is. Nicely done.
Pretty.
And this, Port Tampa Bay is now fully back open after tens of thousands of dock workers around the country, including here, walked off the job earlier this week. Now 45,000 dock workers are back to work this morning. It comes after the union representing longshoremen reached a tentative agreement with port operators yesterday. The deal suspends the 3-day strike until January 15th to provide time to negotiate a new contract. The union had been demanding a 77% raise over 6 years, plus a complete ban on the use of automation at the ports, which members see as a threat to their jobs. The strike raised the risk of shortages of goods on store shelves if it lasted more than a few weeks.
All right, still ahead this hour, what a difference a few days makes.
Kevin Dylan Hubbard joins us with an update on the recovery efforts over at Johns Pass.
Plus, an infamous murder case from the 1990s is back in the news. The new attempt at freedom from the Menendez brothers.
And we check back in with Charlie Belcher. Hi.
I'm interested to hear what Dylan has to say, because boy, he was trying to get back open and do fishing trips this weekend, so it'd be interesting to see if they were able to accomplish that. I'm in Dunedin, where plenty of people are still trying to recover and realize what their new normal is, but businesses are open and they'd like you to come visit them. We're going on with Tampa Bay food tours this morning. One of those restaurants open and ready for you, CC Riders, classic Dunedin spot for fine dining. We'll take you in there, show you what's on the Tampa Bay tour, and see how they weathered the storm when Good Day Tampa Bay continues.
You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
Back to Good Day Tampa Bay. It's 8:12 on your finally Friday morning, and the commute is jammed right now. A whole lot going on the road, so let's get right to it. We'll start off with a look in Pinellas County, Palm Harbor, where Skyfox flew over this crash about an hour ago, and it still remains the same along US 19 and Alderman Road. Part of the intersection is currently blocked off, with the main delays being along the northbound side of 19 at Alderman, so use caution there. It has been slow all morning on westbound I-4. No accidents to report. It is just jammed right now from this point at the Selman Connector all the way down to the interchange. Also slow going southbound along 275 at Bird Street. It remains slow and steady from this point all the way down to the downtown interchange as well. And I gotta be honest, I do not know what is going on in the Veterans Expressway. There are no accidents to report, but it is jammed right now from Linebaugh Avenue all the way down to State Road 60. And I'll show you the travel time. It's about an hour right now. Southbound on the Vets, it's usually about 20 minutes this time of the morning. Again, no accidents to report, but it may take you about an hour on the Vets to go southbound from Van Dyke Road down to the Courtney Campbell Causeway. Also slow on the Selman Expressway's lower level. It's a 20-minute ride from I-75 to Gandy Boulevard. Still looking good on the Bay Area bridges. 6 minutes to cross the Howard Franklin, 9 across the Courtney Campbell, and it's a 7-minute ride across the Gandy. Hey, Val.
Hey Jen, happy Friday to you, and what a nice Friday morning it is across the area. We are starting out the day with a good deal of sunshine. You can see a couple of those high-based clouds as we look out in downtown Tampa. So overall, really nice this morning through most of the afternoon as well. So temperatures, those are going to warm up pretty quickly into the low 90s. That's where a lot of us will top out for today. feeling closer to the upper 90s as we factor in the humidity. Humidity levels are quite up there today. They'll trend downward a little bit more as we look ahead to the middle of next week. But for our best storm chances today, we've got these east winds all across the state. So all of those storms are going to head back toward the west coast, especially into the evening hours. But right around that late afternoon time frame, 3-4 o'clock, a couple of those will start to pop up, some sea breeze driven storms. And I think we could talk about a couple of spots of some locally heavy rain. We saw some of those set up shop last evening, where some spots just north of Tampa Bay were able to pick up on 3 and 4 inches just with those evening and late night storms. They were quite impressive once they started to get going. So this is paused here through 8 o'clock tonight. It does look like some of these coastal areas will see these storms lingering a little bit later tonight. So even after around sunset, maybe still some showers and storms along the coast before all is said and done for later tonight, and we clear those out. Check it on the tropics, where we're still watching this area in the Gulf for development. Further off, we have Hurricane Kirk, Tropical Storm Leslie. Both of those are going to curve off to the north, so no impact to land. That is some good news there. We'll just talk about some high surf for Bermuda and some of the Caribbean islands. But it's this system that's a little bit closer to home that we're continuing to watch very closely. Odds still at 40% for this to develop. So even if we don't see a tropical depression or some sort of tropical system out of this, it does look like a little area that's in the Pacific is going to help kind of feed into this. And so by Sunday, focus in on the western Gulf of Mexico. That's where our model's indicating a little bit of rotation trying to form. And so at this point, it just kind of looks like a sloppy area of low pressure. But despite that, a lot of tropical-like rains are going to move in for the state, especially later in the day on Sunday. You could see parts of Tampa Bay down the southwest coast highlighted in this excessive rain outlook, and that just expands even more on Monday. So through even Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be talking about these tropical downpours, some heavy rain, and a couple of inches will accumulate through the middle of the week. So as we look at your marine forecast for today through Saturday, pretty nice along that east wind, sees 1 to 2 feet. Moderate chop there, but turning choppy by Sunday as surf and winds start to increase with that system. Here's a look at your highs today. A lot of spots top out in the low 90s, mid 70s for tonight. Then we're down to the 80s on Sunday. So with the rain picking up, at least we have some cooler afternoons in store, Russell.
Okay, Val, thank you. Well, it's time to check in with Captain Dylan Hubbard. He's at Johns Pass Village over on Madeira Beach. It's been a week, but I'm told you guys have made some significant progress.
Yes, we have made a lot of progress. We're blessed with a great team, a great community. We've all come together, worked really hard. We still got a little bit of trash behind me to get picked up, but actually this is considerably less. We've had about 3 or 4 dumpster loads already removed.
Dylan, that is just remarkable what you all have accomplished over there. We're seeing some of the video right now of the village and how badly it looked right after the storm, and I can't believe the difference. And that dock, that's just really incredible to me.
It is awe-inspiring to see where we are today compared to where we were Friday morning when we first came out here. I was telling our camera guy, John, before we even started Friday, we spent all of Friday literally fishing our life out of the pass and out of the beaches. Some of our bait tanks were as far south as the south end of Treasure Island on Sunset Beach. Wow. We found some of our trash cans from Johns Pass as far north as Indian Shores. So we literally spent all day Friday in the boat fishing out different parts of our business, different parts of our dock, different parts of our restaurant and our seafood market, different freezers, fridges, bait tanks, and we've been able to collect a lot of that stuff and save most of it. So we're very blessed to just be where we are today, and very blessed that everybody got through this storm safely. And while many lost a lot, we've been able to raise quite a few dollars to be able to help our staff and those affected by the storm. So we're pretty excited about that as well. So all positive news this morning as we move forward from Helene.
Good. Dylan, it's good to see you. I'm glad things are going well. We'll talk again soon. Okay?
Yes, sir. And hopefully we'll have some fishing pictures, because I've been just too busy to go fishing lately, and I need to change that.
And we understand why. Take care, buddy.
See you guys.
Well, looking ahead to the next hour, the Loch Ness Monster, Yetis, Bigfoot, they're the stuff of legends, but was one of the mythical creatures actually spotted in real life? The video going viral, and you're going to have to see for yourself. And Charlie's in Dunedin this morning. As the businesses clean up after Hurricane Helene, we will check in with him when we come back.
Charlie's World is sponsored by
the Golden Diamond Source,
3800 Almerton Road.
Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from downtown Dunedin. Plenty of folks who live in this Dunedin area and, of course, up and down the coastline still recovering from Hurricane Helene. They've lost everything, devastated. But the businesses, meanwhile, are able to be open here on Main Street, and they need your help. The hyper-local residents, they're got too much on their mind to go out to dinner tonight. Tourists have been told to stay away, so it's up to the rest of us who did make it through the storm okay to come out and support them during this transitional time. Tampa Bay Food Tours is doing that by taking people on tours. They do it in Tampa, St. Petersburg, every weekend in Dunedin. They're doing another one this weekend. And CC Riders is on the Tampa Bay Food Tours. Sylvia here is the owner of CC Riders. Classic, iconic Dunedin spot. I feel like you've been here forever.
We have.
You feel like you've been here forever. We're rooting for you.
Thank you.
We won't forget you. We're going to support you, and good luck putting your personal life back together.
Thank
I know
you.
it's tough.
Thank you.
You're in our hearts. You definitely are. Laura Moody, there you go. TampaBayFoodTours.com if you want to jump on one of these tours. And I encourage you to definitely come down and look for the signs that say we are open.
Yeah.
Some places aren't. Pass those by for now. But when they're back open, get out here and support our friends who have been affected so devastatingly.
It's good to see Dunedin doing its thing. You give her a big hug for us. Sangria for all.
Definitely. There you go.
All right, Charlie, thank you. Stay with us still ahead this morning. The Humane Society of Pinellas is going to be joining us live in studio. Wait till you see these puppies. We're going to talk about how they're assisting people struggling with pets after Helene.
Get your day started the right way with Good Day Tampa Bay.
8:31, time to look at some of the morning's headlines.
3 former Memphis police officers have been convicted in the deadly beating of Tyree Nichols, but they were acquitted of the harshest charges. The jury deliberated for about 6 hours before coming back with a mixed verdict. Jury found Darius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith guilty of witness tampering. Bean and Smith were acquitted of all civil rights charges. Haley was convicted on a lesser civil rights charge. Nichols died in January of 2023, 3 days after a traffic stop. The witness tampering charges carry possible sentences of up to 20 years in prison. Prosecutors in California are reviewing new evidence in a 35-year-old case that made true crime headlines back in 1989. The Menendez brothers, Lyle and Eric, were given life sentences for killing their parents, Kitty and Jose. And now the brothers' attorneys have asked a court to vacate their murder conviction. The new evidence includes a letter that was written by Eric that his attorneys say backs up allegations he was sexually abused by his father. The case has gained new attention in recent weeks after Netflix began streaming a true crime drama based off the case.
Well, in the wake of Hurricane Helene, we're starting to see that not just humans are suffering in the aftermath.
The wildlife was also impacted by this record-breaking storm surge, specifically a group of manatees. The rushing waters pushed them right into a pond and trapped them there. Fox 13's Matthew McClellan is live out for us in Largo, where help is on the way to rescue them, right?
Yeah, help is here, Laura. Good morning. We just made contact with FWC. They got here in the last 15 or so minutes. I have Andy Garrett. I'll waste no time. Andy Garrett with FWC joining me now. Thank you for joining us kind of last minute here. Andy Garrett with FWC. Yeah, thank you so much. So again, you guys, work is about to begin in earnest. They've got a lot of work cut out for them. They're hoping it is not a multi-day affair. They're hoping to get this all done today. 5 manatees, 4 adults, possibly a calf. Rescue today brought out of this water in the wake of Hurricane Helene, Laura.
Good. Save the pod. All right, Matt. Thank you. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Laura. Coming to the rescue of animals in need, that's always been the Humane Society of Pinellas County's mission. And after Helene devastated our area, left many pet parents homeless, their goal is more important than ever. The shelter only suffered minor damage, which is why they are now focused on helping others. Peyton Davis is with Humane Pinellas. She's here to tell us more about the good work, the resources that are available. And we have a special guest.
Yes,
Snickers.
yes. We have Snickers here. And first, we just want to say we are so sorry to all those that are impacted. We know how hard this time is. We are sending all all of the puppy kisses and kitten cuddles to you all. But you guys are in our thoughts, and we're doing our best to support the community and the pets that we love.
And who doesn't want to help people like Snickers here?
Yes.
And Snickers has a sister, Milky Way.
Yes, Snickers and Milky Way are waiting on forever homes. They're 2 months old. They're both girls, so if you're interested in them, stop by our shelter.
Peyton, thank you so much, and thank you for the amazing work that you guys are doing nonstop for the community. We appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Milky Way. Snickers, Milky Way's your sister.
Snickers, Milky Way.
Milky Way's your sister. Val's already found love in her heart with this baby.
I'm basically running over there now to see more of cute little Snickers there. Such a sweet, sweet dog and a great cause. Hopefully you can go out and support it. Should be pretty nice out for that as well. As we look at this hurricane season and where we stand so far, 11 named storms. That's where we're at with our tally. But look at the number of landfalls and major hurricanes that we have seen out of those named storms. We've already had 5 major hurricanes, 7 of which of these storms have made landfall. So it's already been a very impactful season. Even as we compare last year, we were able to see 20 named storms. Only 3 of those became major hurricanes. So that actually put it as the least impactful season that we have had in the U.S. in over a decade. This season has been quite busy, and we're still talking about an active Atlantic basin. We've got 2 storms off the coast of Africa. One's a tropical storm, the other Hurricane Kirk. Both of those luckily not going to be heading toward the continental U.S. But this system, we've really been talking about it for days at this point. And really the odds have stayed right here at 40% for this to develop. So looking on the bright side, there's a 60% chance that this won't become a named storm of the season. But really, regardless, it's going to be a big rain producer for us here around the Sunshine State. There's a look at those other 2 storms, Tropical Storm Leslie, Hurricane Kirk. Both of those not going to even impact the Caribbean islands as they start to kind of skirt off, turn to the north, and those are going to stay out to sea. So some good news. Those have added to the number of named storms that we've seen, but not to the number of landfalling storms that we've seen. So for today, we're talking about 50% storm coverage, but especially focused along the coast. We've got east winds, so all of those storms will head back toward the coast. Heaviest during the late afternoon, especially evening hours, where a couple of those could last a little bit longer into the late night hours. Then Saturday, generally spotty shower chances. So tomorrow's going to be a really nice day. Then we look ahead to Sunday, especially later in the day on Sunday. That's when we talk about these tropical rains returning to the area. And with that, we could be talking about some pretty big rain totals starting Sunday and really lasting through the middle of next week. So here's a look at highs today, right around 90 for Tampa. A lot of our Bay Area spots, some of our inland areas could top out right in the upper 80s. Nice on the water today. Again, Saturday, then Bay and inland waters turn choppy on Sunday as that little sloppy system emerges into the Gulf of Mexico. That'll kick down our highs into the mid 80s. Stick with us. Good Day Tampa Bay is back right after this short break.
This week, the NFL on Fox features Kyler Murray and the Cardinals against Brock Purdy and the 49ers. Tom Brady and Kevin Burkhardt call the game Sunday at 4 on Fox 13.
Next live, Kate Winslet, plus from Dancing with the Stars, Steven Netarosik and Riley Arnold.
Kelly and Mark, today at 10 on Fox 13.
You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
And welcome back. The Israeli military is warning more people to evacuate communities in southern Lebanon. And this could be a sign that Israel is widening its ground operations. There is word now that U.S. citizens in Lebanon are having a hard time evacuating. Let's get to Shannon Bream, host of Fox News Sunday. She joins us live for us this morning. Shannon, good to see you as always.
You too, Laura.
Right. All right, Shannon, always good to see you. Have a great weekend. You're just such a bright spot every Friday morning. We love having you.
Well, it's great to be with you. I'll see you on Sunday.
All right, we'll be watching. Shannon Bream, Sunday morning at 10. All right, let's check back in with Charlie Belcher again. Charlie, good morning.
Plenty of businesses in Dunedin open, and they want your support. We're hanging out with Tampa Bay Food Tours. Sometimes they stop in retail shops like Iberian Import Company here. And we're making our way to what the sign says Spooky Social Club. It's actually Saunders Social Club, but they're spooky this month. We'll take you inside next. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from downtown Dunedin. We're hopping around with Tampa Bay Food Tours. They offer tours in Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Dunedin. Dunedin every weekend giving you like a slice of life and slice of the flavor that these towns have to offer. Here in Dunedin, a lot of people still struggling. Locals aren't coming out as much. Tourists have been told to stay away, or that's the message at least they're receiving. So it depends on us who made it through the storm okay to come out and have a good time and support these businesses. I love that. Love that. Thank you for doing that. Stick around, everybody. TampaBayFoodTours.com, and we'll continue our tour when Good Day Tampa Bay continues.